Good evening, everyone. Hopefully everyone is doing well as we finish up our multimedia applications course. This is my reflection for the project I created for our assignment number 6. For that assignment, my objective was to create a writing lab with resources for my students to use to improve their writing skills. Move my camera over here. My objective, I do think I met my objective because I was able to find an online source where resources could be easily stored and shared with my students. I do have to admit I was a bit nervous about this project, mostly because I wasn't sure how I was going to make it all work. At first I thought about using Google Communities to create the writing lab, but I wanted something that was easier to share with my students, and I'm still a little iffy with using Google for stuff, so I decided to go with something else. I did spend a little bit of time talking to some of the teachers I work with, and it was suggested I should look at Padlet. Other teachers in our school have used Padlet, and they like how easy it is to set up and to use and share with their students. So I decided to check it out. I was amazed at how easy it was. I had my resources loaded in a matter of minutes, and it's easy to get a link to share with my students. Padlet also created a QR code that can be scanned to open the Padlet on mobile devices. Whenever I'm ready to add more resources, it will be a snap, actually 2 clicks, to pin more resources to the Padlet board. I used the free subscription to put this project together, but I am considering the paid subscription because I was quite impressed with how easy it was to use. And I do think this is something I could use more in the future with my students. The big takeaway for me was this, that is not just for a grade for our class. Some of the things I'm thinking about using this for is with some of the writing projects my students have coming up. My core students are about to write an argumentative essay. So I'm going to add in some resources to help them write their thesis statements and some graphic organizers for organizing their thesis statements and the remainder of their paper. I'm also going to put in some resources for doing research using credible sources and some argument techniques that they can use in their paper. And then also some tutorials or an information sheet on how to format their paper using the MLA style. Another idea I have that I can use Padlet for is for some student presentations that my advanced English classes have coming up. They have the option of doing their presentations in several different ways. So I'm thinking of adding Padlet as one of the options they can use to share the different parts of their project. And another thing I'm thinking about using it for is for my students to create noteboards for their research projects, because I think it would be a really super easy way to save links to websites that they visited and other little like sticky note type notes that they could put on a Padlet for their research projects. Overall, I think that through doing this project, even though I kind of struggled with it at first, through doing this project, I think I'm going to walk away with some really great ideas that I can use with my students to help them advance their writing skills and also putting together formal essays. Thank you for listening to my reflection. It was great working with everyone in class this year. And I do look forward to seeing some of you in some of my other classes that I'll probably have through this program. The last thing I have to share is my ISTE standard. I chose Standard 6 as a facilitator because I feel like this project put together a source that I can use to help facilitate my students as they write their papers. Again, thank you for listening to me. You guys take care. And have a great rest of the year. Bye.